and got back into playing again. And last June, I bought this, it's a digital accordion. I call it a computer. It looks like an accordion, because I can produce all kinds of sounds on it. But started playing again. So it's been 40 years since I really played. So forgive me if I make some mistakes. Okay, we're going to start off. We play songs from all the different eras here. Let me get situated here.
Is your accomplice, is she the singer? Is she going to sing for us?
Eventually. We're going to do some sing-alongs eventually here.
Good.
I just come to keep him in line. That's really all it is.
So he didn't trip over the chord. Right? He knows all the chords.
Yeah, but I'm bummed.
It was interesting because 10 minutes before, I was telling my wife, I don't know how all these people that play instruments can survive with the chords all over the place.
Take you back to 1953. It's number one song in 1953 by Hank Williams. Little country western tune. I'm going to play it with the piano and guitar, and I'm going to go into a harmonica and maybe a little banjo here. Oh, you're cheating harp. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It wouldn't be an accordion without a good old-fashioned polka with it.
I speak polka.
Huh?
I speak polka.
High school. You gotta dance really fast for that polka. Okay, we're close to Valentine's Day. Close to Valentine's Day, so we're gonna slow it down. We're gonna play a little song. This song's from, remember Andy Williams? He used to have a TV program. I love this TV program. It's 1970. Theme from Love Story. Where do I begin? story for you. Change my settings here. About 9 years ago, my wife comes to me and she says, I want a puppy dog. And I didn't want a dog. I didn't want a dog. Well, as usual, we ended up getting the dog. But anyhow, that's a long story. Dog's the greatest dog. He's a little puppy dog. He's about 15 pounds now. Little white fluffy dog, part Bichon, part Shih Tzu. But anyhow, 9 years ago, she wanted this dog. And I said, after a while, I said, okay, dogs are expensive. So I gave her $500 to go out and buy a dog. She found a kennel in Ohio. And the guy comes out, and this dog just fell in love with my wife. Just fell in love with her. And she fell in love with the dog. She looked at all kinds of dogs, but this dog just cuddled up to her and everything else. And so she asked the kennel guy, how much is the dog? And he says it's $650. Well, she only had $500 on her. So she looked at him with these sad, droopy eyes, like a sad, droopy dog would look at you, but that was my wife
I thought
looking
you
at the
meant
kennel.
Donna had the sad droopy eyes. I
Yeah,
thought Donna had the sad droopy eyes.
that's what I'm saying. Donna had the sad, droopy eyes, not the dog.
Is this your wife?
No. No. My wife's at home. We just celebrated our 50th wedding anniversary last year.
She's home with the dog.
She's home with the dog, yeah. But anyhow,
Got it.
as I proceed in the story, so the kennel guy comes out and says, okay, you can have her for $500. So she brings the dog home for $500. So it reminds me of this song.
And you're gonna sing along with, because I know y'all know the words to this one.
How much is that dog in the window? The story doesn't end there. This doggy was so little when we brought him home, he kept running around the house and hiding. We couldn't find him. Where did that little dog go? But the story doesn't end there. Because, change my settings here. She was so happy that I gave her the money for that dog, and she was so happy to have that dog, that, would you believe that I became king of the road? gotta take you back to 1969. Frank Sinatra. Okay, put yourself out to dinner in a nice lounge, and you're sitting back having dinner and everything. And there's a band playing in the background, and Frank Sinatra just comes out and he starts singing "My Way." Okay. We have any veterans out there? Any veterans? We're gonna pass the flags around. We'll do a little military salute here. says. Gotta tune my banjo up. Here's one you all know. Story behind this song. This is old Susanna, so we're gonna sing this song. But you know, the first verse says, I came from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. I went to Louisiana for my love to see. So it's a deep down south song, you would think. First time the song was ever performed, ever played, was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Who would have known?
Who'd have thought? Alabama with a banjo on my knee. Gone to Louisiana, like a lover to see. It rained all night, day I wept, the weather it was dry. Sun so hot and frozen, Susanna didn't cry. Oh, Susanna, hold on to cry for me. Alabama with a banjo on my knee.
And the guy that wrote that was from Pittsburgh.
Was he? That must be why it was performed in Pittsburgh, huh?
Can't remember who it is.
Talking about the South, we'll play a little Dixie here.
Stephen Foster wrote that. Oh, Suzanne.
Oh, Suzanne?
He was from Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah. Now that you say that, I remember that now.
And many others.
And many others.
Okay, here's one you know. We're going back to church right now. How great thou art.
I see the stars.
Okay, many of you remember going to church and you have a big old pipe organ in the church. Okay, well, I'm going to try to produce a pipe organ on an accordion with Amazing Grace. And listen, the second time through the song, listen closely, you might hear angels singing in the background.
And it's not gonna be me.
Be frank.
Okay, here's one you all should know. See if you know it. Okay, we're going to slow down a little bit here. keep it slow one more time here. 1959, the signature song of Johnny Mathis in 1959. Anybody guess what it is?
I'll know as soon as you start playing.
Pick a song from 59. Go ahead. Pick a song, any song.
Anybody know what that was?
Midnight Serenade.
Huh?
Midnight Serenade.
Misty?
Misty.
I didn't get it right. I was gonna say, smoke is in your eye.
Now here's a song they play at a lot of weddings.
Who wants to dance with me? Come on.
Put our hands together.
I used to square dance back in the day.
What was the name of that one?
Liechtenstein polka. Okay, see if you know this one. This is, I'm not sure what year this was.
I'll look it up.
1941, I think, Doris Day.
I was too young.
Bless you.
Here, he's got right here.
Got it?
Alex, what was the name of that song?
Sentimental Journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. Go back to the big band here, 1951. Nat King Cole. sang that a lot?
You get it?
I couldn't get the name, but I know it.
Donkey Shane, wasn't it?
Unforgettable.
No, that was unforgettable.
Unforgettable.
Donkey Shane he sang, that was unforgettable.
Unforgettable, yeah.
You get about 10 minutes.
Huh?
You get about 10 minutes.
Okay. Okay, here's a song Elvis Presley sang in 1960. It's a slow song, Crying in the Chapel. I don't know if you'll probably remember the tune. It sounds like a sad song, Crying in the Chapel, but when you read the words, they're very uplifting. The words, the first sentence goes, "You saw me crying in the chapel. The tears I shed were tears of joy. I know the meaning of contentment. Now I am happy with the Lord." Great song. 1967, you remember the name Engelbert Humperdinck? I don't know why anybody would name their kid that, but that's the way it goes. Actually, I thought he was a pop singer, but this is more of a country song. about out of time here, we've got one more song to play.
Yes, ma'am. What you need?
My name is Patty.
Hi, Patty.
I'm singing blues, I'm singing in the rain.
Singing in the Rain. I'll have that for you next time. It's in this iPad, I know it is, but I haven't practiced it, so I'll screw it up. I'll screw it up for you.
How about a polka?
A polka? Okay. How about we end with the Pennsylvania polka?
Yeah.
That's good.
Find it here.
Is there a zillion opal?
We can turn this one into.
No, most people can't even spell Zillionople.
That's true. Or Pennsylvania, for that matter.
Or Pennsylvania. There we go.
Oh, you're on those.
Okay.
We know that better as a Steelers song, right?
Thank you so much. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it all. Thank you.
How many instruments will that mimic? Clarinet,
96.